Hello everybody. This is a video that I very seldom do, and that is I am here to criticize a pagan book. I shouldn't even call it pagan as far as I'm concerned. Recently I have bought Witta, an Irish pagan tradition by Edain McCoy. Right here. Okay. And I started reading it, and I was reading stuff that just didn't make sense to me. So I talked to some of my Facebook friends. I was asking them if they had any information, because things didn't match up, and I found out that my intuition was right. That some of the statements that Edain McCoy made in this book were historically incorrect. In her book, she was basically painting the Druids with a very negative brush, calling them sexist bastards, basically. She made claims that the Druids were a patriarchal society. Now, I know that the Celts treated women as equals in many ways. Were they perfect? Probably not. But we've all heard about the Queen Boadicea, or Boadicea, who led the Sini tribe against the Romans. Okay? This was a female in charge of a tribe. These were great people. And so, also knowledge that I have, I know that Celtic women could ask for a divorce. If the Celtic woman had more money, was more financially established than her husband, she got to make the decisions in the family. So this was not a patriarchal society as what Edain McCoy was saying. She made the claims that in Druids, the guys got the full training and they were taken care of, but the women basically were on their own. They had to scratch up for whatever they needed. And I just thought that bothered me a great deal. This is what caused me to ask for my friends for their advice. I continued to read the book, and this is where I just gave up on this book, and that was the reason why I'm making this video. And she was talking about religious beliefs. And let me find the section here. I want to read it to you. Witta, like its sister pagan religions, has few hard and fast rules, but there are two laws which it acknowledges. The first is commonly the Wiccan Rede, called the Wiccan or Wittan Rede. I have never heard of the Rede being referred to as the Wittan Rede, W-I-T-T-A-N. As ye harm none, do what ye will. Alright. Here's where I have a problem. Do not claim that you are following some ancient, historically old religion, Witta, and say that one of its laws was something that was written in the 1960s. You cannot have it both ways. It's either New Age or it's ancient. But by gosh, Edain McCoy, if you're going to make these claims, you are a travesty to paganism. There are people out there like myself that are trying to help people learn historical information. We're trying to be accurate. We're not trying to pull shit out of our ass. When you write a book, make sure you use the damn facts. It is my opinion that Edain McCoy, with the way she wrote the book, has some issues. She is out to make the world a better place in her mind. With the way she painted the Druids, being a patriarchal society, she apparently has some men issues. She's basically was saying how men are bad in this. I don't like that. Both issues, both genders need to work together. Okay? Not one over the other. Equals. They should be equal. The other thing that bothered me on her book, and like I say, I looked through my books. Wish I would have looked at this one a little bit better before I bought it. Resources. In the back, she gives some addresses. And in animal rights groups. Now, why would you need to know anything about animal rights group in a religious book? She's pimping what she feels. An animal rights group is for PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. Now, I am against animal abuse. I really am. I believe that PETA has caused as much damage as they say they help. These are extremists, and extremists don't always think things through. She also has environmental groups, Greenpeace. I do not like Greenpeace either, because Greenpeace has the Rainbow Warrior. They took a ship and they hardened the hull using concrete, and they have actually battle-rammed whaling ships. They're willing to commit murder. And that bothers me. This is extremism in its worst degree. So when I look at just this, I've read about 50 pages, and I've looked through some of this other stuff. I don't know how anything else can be worth reading. So my advice, stay away from Edain McCoy's books. We have all heard about all the complaints about Silver Raven Wolf. I would rate her with Silver Raven Wolf, alright? So there's my rant. Everybody take care, and I'll see you on the next video.